Hi, welcome to my channel. So now, where do you get to that point where you tell yourself, I really want to do this. I really want to get up off of that couch and I want to achieve something. I want to feel motivated and I want to feel driven to achieve something that's so amazing and that will really fulfill my destiny. Motivation. So my first tip for motivation is to make a plan. This can be in the form of a daily, a weekly, or even a monthly plan. I like doing daily plans because it's so much more structured and I can fit in so much more information as where a monthly plan wouldn't be as detailed. Here you can see I have color coded my plan where I have purple for routines such as morning routines, evening routines, then I have pink for school, blue for sport, and then green for other. Basically what I do is I just plan out my day each hour from 7 till 10 at night, and that way I feel much more organized. And then below I'm just writing down the school day, what I'm going to do when, so I'm planning it out well so that I know whether I'm on schedule or behind, and then I know whether I must catch up on work and what I need to do. By doing this, I feel super organized by the time the day arrives, and I just know exactly what I need to do, and I'm never behind with any work. Okay, so I just have this notebook down. I wrote down some notes so that I make sure I cover everything. This tip is do your easier tasks first. It's strange because our brains are wired to resist certain types of tasks. Your brain is programmed to say, oh, that's so much to do. I don't feel like doing this right now, so you know what? I'm not going to do it. If you are able to break that large task down into smaller tasks, you're more likely to actually complete those tasks. It really does work. It's helped me so much, especially other subjects as well. That's a lot of learning, like physics. You can't just say go and revise physics. You need to say revise this paper. Break it down into smaller sections to make it easier for your mind to process and actually want to do. As soon as you're done with that and you go into your next task and you're going through your tasks, gradually your brain starts rewiring and saying, okay, this isn't so bad, let's continue, let's go on doing this. And then that's how you gain more motivation and are able to do more things thoroughly. This next one is something that I struggle with so much, and I'm sure you guys will also be able to relate. Never set off a task. Never say, I'm gonna do this later, let's do this tomorrow, because if you don't do it then and there, trust me, you are going to leave it to the last minute. When it's too late to be done, you're either not going to finish it, either you're going to rush through it, you're just simply not going to put in all your effort and completely forget about it. Or just leave it and then just stress yourself out so much. Stress is so bad for your body and for your overall health. Trust me, this really helps. Don't leave things to the last minute. That way you can also be so much more motivated and you'll just get so much more things done because you'll have more free time, as you know that, tick, this is only due next week, but I already did it last week, so you know what? More me time. And it's also great because then you can spend that other time on maybe a new task that has come up, and then you also know that you are up to date with everything, you are being productive, and you are staying up to date with all your tasks that need to be done. Okay, so this next tip is something that you actually need to practice because it doesn't always come naturally. Practice mindfulness. Okay, so what is mindfulness actually? The Oxford Dictionary describes mindful as being conscious or aware of something, focusing on one's awareness on the present moment, especially as a part of a therapeutic or meditative technique. So basically, when you are mindful, you are aware of yourself, your surroundings. If you're mindful and you're in that headspace of relaxing and being calm, you are able to get rid of any stress and any pressure that is pressing down on you. So mindfulness only comes into play when you are organized, you know what you're doing, and you know how to relax. There are many apps that can help promote mindfulness and help guide you into being more mindful of your body and your surroundings. Being mindful can even be reading or listening to some calming music. It can even be jamming out to some crazy music and just being wild and spontaneous. There's so many things that you can do to be mindful, and you can incorporate your hobbies into promoting more mindfulness. But one thing that really helps drive my mindfulness is journaling. Journaling is not only a way to get rid of everything that's going on in your mind and just basically brain dump, it also helps relieve stress and build up issues and matters that you don't know how to say it to someone, but you just feel like you need to get it out of yourself so that you can move forwards and move on towards growing. I love looking back at how I have grown and how my personality and my views have changed and developed throughout the years or the months or however long you've been keeping a journal. One of my last tips, I have mentioned this in one of my previous videos, it's setting goals. I won't go too deeply into this because setting goals, as you already know, is just so important. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it. I think it was my previous video, I can't remember. But go and have a look on my channel. Just gonna give a brief overview of why it's so important. Just to recap if you maybe haven't watched the other video. Goal setting also helps with mindfulness and a whole lot of other things. It helps drive your motivation, it helps guide you towards the paths that you want to maybe take, and it helps you to ultimately reach what you are dreaming of one day doing or becoming or achieving even. As I said, motivation is sometimes a difficult thing. It's something strange that not everyone is able to always achieve. I mean, if you feel demotivated because you got a bad mark in science, I mean, it's difficult to get back up and tell yourself, you know what, let's just look past this, all this negativity, and try and find the positive in this whole scenario, and then find motivation to just work harder next time and then achieve a better mark. Motivation helps drive our passion, and it helps drive us towards our life goals and everything that we want to achieve one day. Motivation is really important to live the best life that you can. Don't stress and worry if you don't feel motivated after this video. You know what? Take the first step to try and better your life. To just regain your motivation isn't as easy as 1, 2, 3. I mean, sometimes it may take days, sometimes it may take weeks, but as soon as you just get started and start from your plan of action, you are already taking the first step to being more motivated and ultimately achieving those goals that you set out to achieve. Don't give up. Never, ever, ever tell yourself that you're not good enough. You are good enough and you can do this. So good luck. I really hope these tips help. Remember to subscribe and like this video and turn on your notification bell. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time. Bye!